afternoon, KAZ Radio TV. I am your host, Montana Moore. Whoop, whoop. Give a shout out some whoop, whoop to me. So co-host Vernon Tyus will not be in today. He is under the weather. So hope he get better for next Wednesday. But we're going to send a shout out to him, missing him, because he need to be here. So he should have just came in anyway. But other than that, we still going to have a good time. So today, what we're going to talk about is business. So building business leaders up tomorrow today, Blot Incorporated. So we're going to talk about getting your businesses started, nonprofit and for-profit. If you want to get those corporations started, we can be located at 503 East 200th Street. We do have a training program coming up March 15th. It's going to be at 1 o'clock. It's a Sunday, and it's for 7 whole weeks. So if you're interested in getting your businesses up and running, getting your nonprofit structure developed, corporations, getting your for-profit corporations up and running, give me a call, 216-815-7300. Tonight, again, of course, is real estate training. If you're interested in learning real estate, we have a class starting tonight at 6 o'clock at the 503 East 200th Street. Tonight, I guess I'll be teaching nonprofit real estate tonight. So if you're interested in our real estate courses, just give me a call again, 216-815-7300. All right, what else courses do we have coming up? We have a group home training is this weekend at 11 o'clock. So if you're trying to get a group home started and you want to get state recognized and have it state appraised and everything, call me at 815-7300. That course will be held this Saturday at 11 o'clock. So, of course, you need to register for that course. And the person that is teaching that course is an excellent instructor. So, again, you want to come to that course, not real estate training, but the group home training. Also, what we have CCW training this weekend. No, not this weekend, next weekend. So CCW training next weekend at 8 o'clock in the morning. If you want to come to there, give me a call again. And then we have some other things that's going on. But I think we have the Mastiff of Belial networking event on March 7th. I can't remember what time. I think it starts at, can't remember. But I'll get that information back to you later. All right, so pretty much that is our announcements for today. Now, if you want to network with us, if you want for me to advertise your corporation on the radio show, you can always post your flyer or event information on the Blot website, the B.B.LOTT, the group on Facebook. Just post it in that Facebook group, and then I can pull it in. I can announce any events that's coming up for your event and on the radio. So we do have a special guest today, and his name is Quentin Durham. Did I say that right?
You said it right.
All right. Oh, Quentin. So shout out to Quentin. So he's going to talk a little bit about what he does, his journey of opening his nonprofit and for-profit corporation, and pretty much give some information on his journey of, his business, right?
Right.
Okay. So let's ask a few questions. I don't got my clock here, but that's okay. I'll just have to hopefully it's a clock over here.
Right.
All right. So tell us a little bit about your corporation. How did you start? How did we meet? Because, how did we meet?
Right.
Your venture after you graduated from Blot.
Right.
Things of that nature, because,
Right. Well, my venture or my journey started probably about 25, 30 years ago. I've been in business on and off. Yeah. And basically I was in the construction trades most of my life. I'm a second generation construction kid. My dad was in the trades for like 50 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So, we've did residential and commercial construction in the Cleveland area. He's been here since the 50s. So as a little kid, I grew up on the job sites, learning different trades and just business in general. So I ventured off from him and started my own thing. So I've been in my own, business, basically, doing, I really started off doing small jobs, windows, doors, basic home improvement. And then I moved on to the real estate section of it. So I started buying and flipping houses. And the trades that I were not as advanced on. I kind of taught myself by buying these houses and going in there and, you know, really sharpening my skills.
Okay, so no one, pretty much, you taught yourself. No one.
Yeah, I pretty much.
Okay.
I'm pretty much self-taught. So, you know, as a youngster, I was, you know, on these jobs watching the professionals do it. So that, you know, I got the eye test with that. And then once I started buying these houses, I really started to, you know, home in on my craft. So basically coming from there, you know, and then in business, you know, basically I did, you know, home improvement, flipping the houses. And then I started venturing off into other businesses, for profit, as you should say.
Right.
Like right now, I just came into a company called ACN. It's a home-based business company, and they offer a lot of you know, home things we already use, like Spectrum TV, energy. We sell gas, electric.
Okay.
Yeah. So if anybody want to get involved with that, hit me up. Email me at you can email me at DurhamHouseInc at Gmail.
How you spell that?
DURHAM House Inc. at Gmail.
Okay.
Yeah, if anybody want to get involved with the home-based business portion of that. But how me and you got together, it was a mutual friend of mine, Tony, which he was a professional tile layer.
Okay.
Yeah, so he worked with our family, you know, in and out the trades. And he was like, hey, are you interested in starting a nonprofit? And I'm just like, a nonprofit? That sounds interesting. You know, because I always thought, you know, out here in the trades, there's not many, you know, younger folks who are skilled at this.
Right.
They don't really have anywhere to reach out to really learn how to really do this. There's a lot of people really want to learn how to do this.
Right.
So I was like, well, it'd be great if we started a nonprofit and got that going. So I said, yeah. So that's how I got to introduce it to Block. That's how I got to you guys.
Okay.
And
I know that when you came and we met, you said your dad had a nonprofit for years.
Oh, right.
And we went back and forth with some information that your dad was doing because he loved his nonprofit corporation.
Yes.
And, you know, he had some things he just didn't know because I guess at that time, nobody, you know, everybody was just winging the nonprofit thing.
Yes.
They just would say, okay, this might work. Put this together over here, put this together. Hey, it's working. It's 20, 30 years later, and it's like, oh, shoot. What's going on now with the nonprofit?
And he still needs help till this day. He's fighting cancer right now, so he just had cancer surgery, but it looks like he's going to pull out okay from that.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, but believe it or not, he still asks me about you every week. Can you get that Montana lady over here so I can talk to her? I really need some help. And he's had this nonprofit, like I say, for probably like 10 years. At first, when he was first trying to get it going, you know, he would have people come to him and say, hey, Mr. Durham, I could do this for you. And ultimately, they were taking this money and robbing him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was getting stuck up constantly. So yeah, he fought his way through it. And so he took his nonprofit down to the Garden Valley Community Center, which is down on 71st and Kinsman, 7100 Kinsman, if I want to go down there.
Okay.
So, yeah, he started a school in the basement in the gym. So they actually have, you know, a simulated garage down there they built. So that's his main thing. He teaches how to build garages and just basic construction skills too if you have no experience, or if you're very experienced and you just want to learn something that you're missing.
Right.
He might can plug that in for you, you know.
Okay.
So, and his class was totally free. He didn't ask for any donations.
Wow.
He was doing everything out of his pocket.
Wow.
Which is, you know, because he didn't know that other end. But he had a lot of organizations and people who were trying to pair with him because he had one part of it and they had the other part.
Okay.
And it was kind of hard to convince him to marry the two. And hey, you guys can get together and make this work, because they will always know how to reach and tap in where the money is for the situation. And he had the other part because he had 50 years of knowledge of how to actually, you know, get something really done for real, not just these other fake programs out here where people are just trying to grab money and not really teach these kids how to really go out there and get money. So But yeah, then he had a couple people part with him. He's put over, I think, over 50 people in the unions.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
good.
Yeah, he's really changed a lot of lives out here. He really has. So, yeah, he's down right now, but he's going to fire his class back up.
Okay.
His free class, sometime probably in the summer. He'll
That's
be
good.
back. He'll be back at that.
So that free class needs some funding.
Yeah, funding. But that's why he wants to talk to you.
Okay, that's why you talk to me.
He
All right.
needs that other piece.
What did
know?
you tell him about me?
Well, I told him that you were amazing.
Okay.
You're the one and only.
Great.
Very powerful woman.
Thank you.
Second to none.
All right. Ooh.
But no, he talks about you all the time. I forget about it because I'm off into my other stuff. What I'm doing, I forget about it.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so
we
yeah.
gotta hook up then, so I can
Right.
talk to him.
Yeah, definitely. So when you got me going, my nonprofit is Durham House Inc. Like I said, I got off to a running start, and then I hit a stall period
Okay.
because I was spending so much time in my for-profit businesses that I didn't have time to set up my nonprofit. You know what I wanted to really do, what I
Okay.
really wanted to accomplish. So I'm still at one point I was going to do the classes. You know what I mean? The free classes, not really free classes, but the classes.
With your dad?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
kind of like his, but I'm going to teach. Mine's going to cater a little bit more to like cabinetry, floors, windows, doors, you know, because we have a lot of abandoned houses in Cleveland.
Right, we do.
So, you know, I told him, I said, wouldn't it be better if we just customize it where we could get these young kids in here and actually teach them, take them in these abandoned houses and show them step by step.
Right.
This is how you put a door in. This is how you fix a wall. This is how you fix a hole. You know, this is how you start a floor. This is how you start tile. This is what wall you want to start it from, step by step. And that's basically where I wanted to take mine, you know. But I think now I am going to do that. But like right now I'm in the process of just like, I'm going to start just shooting videos and just
Okay.
get a YouTube page going just to start it off. And then from there on, you know, we can go more into, you know, the classes on site.
Okay.
Because some people, you could tell them how to do it, but until they put their hands on it and do it a couple times, then it
Right.
sinks in really well.
Exactly.
Because people learn in different ways, you know, so.
I think that'd be a tremendous, wonderful program for the youth to just, you know, get off these phones and just do something,
Do something right.
you know,
Right.
tangible instead of.
And then another key component of that too, if we can somehow get these kids involved and get them in these houses, so we can get one or two done, and either raffle it off or sell the house, so we could put some money in their pocket.
Right.
Because no one really thinks about the youth, and they need money.
Yes, they do.
And they would
And a trade.
Yeah, they need a trade.
They
but
definitely need a trade.
And the money would inspire them a little bit.
And then they need to be
better.
taught how to be educated on financial literacy, how money works.
Right.
Instead of, you know, spending the money, and when I got the money, I'm just going to buy me some of this, I'm going to buy me that, instead of investing the money to grow more money.
Right.
So, yeah, I think that'd be a tremendous good
And
program.
always to look ahead. You know, don't look for right now. Look ahead. You know, look 6 months, a year now. What am I going to be doing then?
Right.
You know, what is this money going to do for me then? Where's my work coming from? You know.
Yep.
Yep.
Learn contracts, learn how to bid on contracts.
Right.
So, you know, a lot of people get youth programs that are really not, they're starting from the middle with the kids instead of starting from a foundation, like building a foundation for the kids. And they say, hey, you just do this, you're going to make money, and then get another one, make more money. And then when the child grows up and then they mismanages the money, then it's like, oh, you know, that's your fault because you didn't, you know, get educated on this, didn't get educated on that. And it's really not, I think it's the community's fault because we're supposed to be educating our kids at a younger age. So when they grow up, they can be that entrepreneur, that business person or whatever. And then take the initiative to teach the next generation of kids and the next generation. So that way kids, growing up won't, work for other people.
Right. And I think sometimes too, as the older generation, I think the problem is, we're still caught up trying to make it.
You're right.
You know what I mean? So now we're not focusing on them bringing them up to speed with us because we're still trying to get our house situation together. We're at foreclosure.
Yeah,
or, this one wants to go to college.
Right.
So we're still worrying about money creation, making money, staying stable. And we're thinking about retirement, but we're not pretty much thinking about them. So that generation, it's like they're starting over.
Right.
Every generation is starting over, which is we're lagging behind. Because everybody's starting over,
And that's not good, is it?
No, it's not good at all,
Right. So then we need to put something together. Like, the thing that I have an issue with, people don't work together. Everybody think that, I started this is mine, and I'm just going to run with it. If you don't want to do what I'm doing, or, I'm the boss. And they get into titles.
Right.
And they get into, I started this corporation, and I'll burn this corporation down, and things like that. The corporation is developed, no one owns the corporation. It's developed to pass down to the next generation.
Right.
So that's what big corporations do. They're going to die soon. They can't take it with them. So they pass it down, vote other presidents in, vote other, vice presidents in. And then that way the corporation continues from the next generation, Now the corporation's like 100 years old, 200 years old, things like that. In the black community, you have few corporations that might last 10 years.
Right.
And then it, shrivels away.
Right. And a lot of times, too, it's like we don't really support our own.
Right.
In the black community, and it's just, and I think it actually comes all the way from, I believe, like slavery, just the thought processes. You know what I mean?
Right.
Even in our diet and stuff like that, that stuff is unhealthy for you. Hey, why are you eating that? Well, my grandmother made this, and I'm gonna eat it.
Right.
My mama made it, I'm gonna eat it. You know what I mean? So they see these behaviors passed down from generation to generation. That's what we have here, and then throw in like the crack era. Just think a lot of these kids whose mother and father was on drugs.
Yeah.
They had no direction. They don't have a clue. They don't have a clue about simple stuff like they don't know how to properly take a bath, show up to an interview, speak correctly.
Right.
They don't know anything about that.
Some of them don't want to know. You got these mothers, out here that have kids at an early age. Now you have some kids, teenagers, they really take good care of their kids, and then you just have the ones that just you old enough, you fend for yourself.
Right.
So now the child is like, no one's taking care of me, so I got to take care of myself, and this is the only way I know how to take care of myself is by either robbing, stealing, just trying to get over, just educating themselves on things that they can probably read if they can read. Right. Because the parent is working 2 and 3 jobs. And then when they get home, they too tired. Like, listen, you got to do this on your own. Yes. So, and then the community, they kicking them, to the side and throwing them in justice system. And it's just terrible. So I think if we partner together, like all these nonprofits are doing things in the community, but these nonprofits need to get together and take hold of the community. Right. So that's what I think, and pretty much everybody, like you said, for money, everybody got charged for things, but the nonprofit is a corporation. You do some things you might have to charge for because you have bills to pay, but some things that you can get funding for, that you can have things for free for the community. And a lot of nonprofits, there's good nonprofits out here, and then you got the bad nonprofits out here.
What's a bad nonprofit?
Bad nonprofits is they doing things that they're not supposed to be doing.
You can teach me that. What are we not supposed to do?
All right, so let's see. So the bad nonprofits, where attorneys would say, swindlers or scammers or people that's trying to tell you some things that they're going to charge you for. And they say, okay, well, this right here, we're going to get together. I'm going to teach you this part, but then on this right here, I'm going to charge you like $1,500, $2,500, $1,000. And then you're going to pay me $2,500, and I'll get you all together, and everything's going to be, I'll do it for you. And then that way they have a hold of your corporation, because you really still don't know how to do it because they did it for you. Instead of teaching that person, you're going to do your own stuff. I'll teach it to you, but you're going to do your own. So that way you understand these applications, you understand the contract law, you understand what to write your name on, what not to write your name on, you understand the business plan, you understand operating agreements and bylaws and the corporation. You understand you have to work with people. Some nonprofits that come into the program, this is my nonprofit and I don't want to work with nobody. I'm like, well, you can't not just work with nobody. You have to have a team. You have to have the board of directors. And, you know, people just be selfish.
Right.
So.
And a lot of times, too, though, like, even when I started my nonprofit, okay, I got my board together, because then you're like, oh, God, that's like the first thing, like this board thing. Like, who gonna come on board? First of all, a nonprofit, a board. Most people gonna be like, what are you talking about? Mm-hmm. So once I got my board together and everything clicked from that point, okay, that was over with. And then I'm thinking, wait a minute. You started teaching me about fundraising and this. I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Creativity is a part of this. So this ain't just, you know, you gotta have some creativity.
Exactly.
Not only with that, but just business in general. Mm-hmm. You know, you gotta be creative. And the money creation, because that's really the nuts and bolts of a nonprofit, is can you really bring the money in here?
Right.
Definitely. How can you swing it? You know, through either grants or the other ways.
Sponsorships, donations.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Yeah. The other ways that you got to bring that
to be able
in.
to, like you said before, you have to be able to speak. You have to convince somebody that what your mission and vision is something they want to invest in.
Right. And have you ever noticed the best speakers are the ones that usually can pull in more money? Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah, I noticed.
With any business, anything? Yeah. So you need to have a nonprofit or teach how the people speak.
Right.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, if you don't know how to speak, then you're just going to be mumbling your words. Or, you know, if you don't like to speak, just have somebody that can speak. Somebody that always be talking a lot. Yeah. Been talking all their life, that can speak very well, that can convince. It's all about convincing. Yeah. Sad to say it, but yeah, if it's nobody don't believe in what you have or a product that you're trying to sell or push, then it's just going to be sitting there. Mm-hmm. So
are you saying like a natural comment would be the better?
The natural comment?
Yeah, the natural comment.
I think it's not a natural comment. I think it's somebody from the heart, like they have a passion for it.
Right.
So if they have a passion for it, then just throwing the business aspect of the nonprofit and then grow it from there. Mm-hmm. Now they have to realize that, you know, this ain't my nonprofit. Once I move on or get fired, or maybe the company, you know, kick me out, then it can grow without me. Right. So you develop something that's tangible, that works in the community, that can grow. So pretty much, yeah. So that'd be the right way to do it.
So what do you think the best plan of attack would be to get us together as a community or nonprofits to pull in and, you know, come together and, you know, to really get to this money? Because that's what the bottom line is. We need to get
the money is there. I think lack of education is the issue.
The education on how to get the money.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because that, for my dad, that was his big thing. He had one part of it, but the other part, and he just couldn't see giving, you know, they were asking too much. You know, they were coming at him. Some of these people were coming at him for a couple $1 million, you know, like, hey, you're going to train 100 people and we're going to give you 500,000. He was like, wait a minute, it's $2 million and I'm doing all the work. You only going to give me 500,000. So that was a lot of his bumps. But I told him something is better than nothing. If these people know what they're doing, that's their skill set. If they know how to get the money, that's their part of it.
And they're bringing the people to you.
Yeah.
And they're advertising, and they probably putting the rest of it in radio or some type of marketing.
Right.
And then all you got to do is just, you know, show up, and then they'll bring everybody to you. So that's where the misunderstanding is there for the community. They're not realizing how to run their nonprofit successfully. They're not realizing the advantages they have as a nonprofit, as a tax exempt status. Some nonprofits are just nonprofits without tax exemption because they don't know how to fill out the application to get tax exempt. Some of them get denied. I had this lady, she came in, she got denied 2 times. Well, why did she get denied? Well, nobody told her that she had to fill out the state paperwork first.
Right.
So she kept getting denied. She's like, well, I tried it 2 times. They keep denying me, and I don't know why they keep denying me for the tax write-off. I'm like, because you don't have your state paperwork and you don't even have an EIN number. How can you get tax exempt when you don't have a corporation? Right. So it's education. You just don't know how to put the business together. And then there's other things about businesses that people just don't know. They think business is just straightforward when there's different avenues you can go about as a business owner. You can have a nonprofit and for-profit corporation and, you know, run them together. They just like, well, how do I do that?
Right.
And then there's like tax write-offs. There's just different types of people want to partner with you. They like your idea. Some people might want to steal your idea. Trade name, trademark. People don't know about trade name in their corporation, trademark and things. Just putting everything under one umbrella and keeping it secure. Securities, investments, how the corporation invests in things. That's how you grow money. You can have a business and have real estate. Tons of real estate. You can have the real estate under the nonprofit, where all the money goes back to the nonprofit. It's just tons of ways to do it, as if you don't want to do grants and sponsorships. So,
right. So, Montana.
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to think. There was a couple questions I had to ask you. Yeah, starting at. I'm sorry, I had a brain freeze.
How much time we at? 3 minutes, okay.
We got 3 minutes left?
Yeah.
God, this went fast.
Yeah, see?
What? Oh, my God. Well, Montana, at this point, you still do the reviews on Sunday, right?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, I think I missed, you had one that I missed.
Sunday?
Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
I missed. Why do I always miss your reviews?
I text you. I can show it to you. Yeah, I text everybody for the refresher course. It's the last Sunday of every month. It's for free. At 6 o'clock.
Right.
So, yeah, just to keep everybody balanced, to keep everybody, if they're stuck on their nonprofit or for-profit corporations, to come in and get unstuck and then advance you on things that you haven't learned for that year.
Oh, yeah, I had a question. I forgot. I had a cousin that wants to do your nonprofit course. I forget. How much is that again?
The nonprofit course is free.
Free.
But the membership,
yeah,
right.
How much was the membership?
You want me to say the membership on the radio?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, take me off right there. No, I'm not afraid to say our membership is $500. So that's broken up into 3 payments. The first payment is a registration fee of $150, and then your membership is $350, which is broken up into 2 payments of $175.
I can't remember paying that much.
No, you didn't, because it was cheaper when you came.
Well, what happened? What happened? It increased what?
We advanced.
Oh, you get more knowledge?
We got more people that's participating. We got bank is coming in partner. We have different.
Really?
Yeah, we got different organizations. So it's pulling us. It's taking our time.
So yeah. I'm still in, right? I can still come on in.
Yeah,
I'm in.
You're still in.
I'm in.
Kind of like right here. You're still there if you come.
Right, if I come.
So yeah. So with the membership, you can come for a whole year, and you can have as many one-on-ones with us. Any questions you have, as far as that membership goes. Far as like one-on-ones that we had, getting your corporations done.
Right.
People have taken advantage of the one-on-ones. People call every week saying, hey, we need to speak with you guys. I need to talk to you. I forgot how to do this. I forgot how to, get funding. They just do one-on-ones or come to the advanced class, the refresher advanced class.
Yeah.
So that is a big help to the people that have businesses where once they graduate, they can't go back to an organization and say, well, I forgot how to do this without getting charged.
Right.
So that's what we offer it for free.
Right. Mm-hmm. Well, Montana, I need a one-on-one. I have some stuff. We need to figure out how to get this money. I need a one-on-one.
All right.
Okay.
So yeah, we can make an appointment right after the show. What we had now? 2 minutes? 3? 2 minutes? 1 minute? Okay. So pretty much let's wrap up. I enjoyed the conversation with Quentin. So tell everybody in Radio Land, Entrepreneur Land, your name, how to get in touch with you, and your nonprofit or for-profit.
Okay, for-profit. I have a roofing company. Hit me up at roofingsystems216@gmail.com or go to my website, roofingamerica216.com. And my nonprofit is Durham House Inc. That's durhamhouseinc@gmail.com. Okay. Hit me up. Anybody need a roof out there, leak or whatever, hit me up. Mm-hmm. We about to go hard. It's springtime. We're giving them springtime blowout specials, 10% off for seniors.
All right, so all the people that's in real estate that's buying property, you can hit Quentin up. He can take a look at the roofs and everything and all the information that he just gave on the radio. And I think our time is up. I am your host, Montana Moore. Co-host Vernon Tyus is not here, but I'm sending 2 shots out to whoop whoop. Vernon, where you at?
Shout out.
Shout out, okay.
Shout out, Vernon. Miss you, bro.
All right, so that's it for today. KAZ Radio TV. Tune in next Wednesday at noon from Blatt Incorporated to the community, building business leaders of tomorrow today. Thank you.